Hello, this is Dallon Uik's from a band called I Don't Know How But They Found Me, or IDKHOW for short, and these are my early years. The first show I ever played, it was this small venue in a town called Ogden, Utah, that was a little bit north of where I lived, and I think I was 17. And interestingly enough, it was on the day that the Columbine shooting happened. And the venue owner came down while we were setting up our gear and asked us if we had heard what happened in Colorado, and we hadn't, so he told us all about it, and that was really sad, but that sort of weighed heavy on our minds, but that was the first show I ever played, and I never forgot that. First IDKHOW show was in Los Angeles, and we booked it in secret, didn't tell anyone what we were doing, and we didn't for like the first year. But it was cool to be able to play in a room full of strangers that didn't know or didn't care what bands we were in before, and just to see if we could get their attention with the music we were playing. So it turned out good. It was a lot of fun. Man, that's hard to remember because I've been doing that stuff since I was like 15, and I think it was, yeah, at a friend's house, me and 3 other friends. The first official band practice, I think we spent 3 hours learning Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, and I don't think we ever nailed it, but we sure did try though. Guitar. I bought an acoustic guitar when I was 15 from a pawn shop, much to my parents' dismay, but luckily it turned out all right. Yeah. Well, Beatles songs for sure. Got a Beatles song book, and that was my life when I was 15. Fell in love with the Beatles, and just everything related to that band. My world just revolved around it. So, well, we mentioned the Beatles, of course. Queen was a big one. Sparks is a big influence for me. I did get to meet Queen recently, a couple months ago at the Bohemian Rhapsody premiere. Met Brian May and Roger Taylor, and much to my surprise, they knew who I was, and they were like, bring it in for a hug. I know who you are, mate, that sort of thing. And I was like, this definitely shouldn't be real, but it was a cool experience. So many, man. But I'm not gonna share them. I don't want people digging into that stuff, because it's so bad. It's so bad. All of the band names were so bad, but I think that they were also the first choices, and we were like, okay, fine, that's good. Nothing was really thrown around, Band names in general are just terrible. I should add that. Very few bands get away with a good band name. I think Led Zeppelin did, and that's about it. Every other band name is just ridiculous. So you just kind of have to roll with it,